All right, hi. We are at Automatica 2022 at the booth of Güdel. So let's try to talk to them about industrial automation, the company, and the value of simulation in general. So let's start with the introduction. So would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. My name is Philip Reid. I'm head of sales for solutions for industrial automation. And Güdel, we are actually a provider of components, pinion racks, gearboxes, but then we have our gantry system all the way up to full integrated turnkey solutions.
Right, interesting. And how do you see industrial automation going towards? Like, what are the trends these days?
It's actually it's very important the time to market. That commissioning time is very slow, and that the whole project time is actually decreasing. So this is very important.
So I guess that's where simulation starts to bring some value to the business or the sales process in general?
It's actually really in the sales process. The simulation starts very early because when a customer has any problem, any issue, and when we come back with the simulation, it's very impressive because you don't have just a 2D drawing or something. You're there and you already show a process. You see it a bit what you mean, and it's much easier to explain it to the customer what we really mean with the solution.
Okay, and does simulation somehow help with the commissioning side as well, or is it just in the sales side more often?
We have started. We actually have done virtual commissionings with visual components in our own factory. We started with this in our own production. We have automation with our own machines or gantry systems. So we did automation there, and there we did studies with Siemens and visual components, and to have this virtual commissioning, and it's good. It was quite a lot of work, but it worked out. And for me, since a gantry system is always kind of the same, it is a good way to test functionalities of the software, or HMIs together with the virtual world. And I think it's very important. Yes.
All right, and how do you see the use of visual components in the future for your business growth?
It's hard to say. It depends on the project, but especially when you have a lot of interfaces, it gives a lot of advantages, and especially for training, it's important as well. For example, if you have a new employee, a programmer, and then he has to do his first commissioning. It's very helpful for him if he does it first in a virtual world and then goes on site. So he will be more efficient on site, and I think this can help as well.
Right. And how does the customer respond to when they first time look at the simulation models? What is their impression?
They are always just impressed, and they usually they want to, mostly we go with a video to the customer. And then he mostly just wants to see the video more than once. So that's always the first reaction. Is like, can we see it again? Can we see it again? And then you just start to explain some details.
All right, that's very interesting. But thanks for your time, Philip, and looking forward to more and more simulations from your side and your customer cases. But any last words that you have?
No, I can just say use visual components, and it's helpful, and I'm glad that we have this cooperation.